Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about legendary Japanese cars that have outlasted many of their owners. These vehicles were so well built that they have become a permanent part of automotive history. In the early 1990s, when the bravest individuals began importing used Japanese cars across the ocean, many people viewed them skeptically. Uncle Ivan, standing in his garage with a wrench next to his brand new sedan, would smirk and say, "We'll see how long this Japanese car lasts on our roads after just one winter. Where will you find spare parts then?" However, as the years passed, Uncle Ivan is long gone, and his once pristine sedan now sits rusting in some courtyard. Meanwhile, those Japanese cars imported in the 90s are still running strong on the roads today. The odometer is approaching its second round, yet the engine doesn't even need repairs. These machines continue to enjoy demand in the secondary market, rarely causing problems for their owners and offering convenience and comfort. Moreover, there's an abundance of spare parts available. Perhaps you're already considering acquiring one of these classic Japanese cars whose quality will outlast several generations of modern vehicles. Allow me to present to you some legendary Japanese automobiles that have already become icons. They were discontinued years ago but remain affordable in Japan. Despite their age, they surpass even contemporary models in terms of quality, equipment, and comfort. It's no secret that Japanese cars aged 10 to 15 years, with around 100,000 kilometers on the clock, are very cheap in Japan. For example, a comfortable Toyota Will VS from 2002 can be purchased for approximately $1,000. One of these iconic cars is the legendary Mark II, available in 90 and 100 series bodies. There are numerous variations of these series, including different gasoline and diesel engines. The weakest engines start at 130 horsepower, such as the 4-cylinder 4SFE. However, true fans of these cars know that the real charm of the Mark II begins with the 6-cylinder engineering masterpieces. The 1JZG, 2.5 liters, 200 horsepower, and the 1JZG-TE, 3.0 liters, 220 horsepower. These engines are often referred to as million-mile engines due to their durability and balanced construction, which ensures minimal trouble for their owners. They are also highly regarded among tuning enthusiasts who seek more power than what the factory provides. Additionally, there is a turbocharged version called the 2JZG-TE, delivering 280 horsepower. These cars attract not only with their driving qualities and design, but also with their luxurious equipment. For instance, the standard air ionizer, which is still rare in many modern business-class vehicles today. A close relative of the Mark II, equipped with the same engines, is the Toyota Chaser. The 100 series body looks stunning, and it's hard to argue with that. The Toyota Cresta also shares the same platform as the Mark II and Chaser, differing only in interior configurations and exterior elements. These three cars are extremely popular among tuning enthusiasts due to the potential hidden within their engines. Official Toyota divisions like TRD and various independent workshops focus on enhancing these classic vehicles. They are highly valued in circles of tuning enthusiasts and semi-professional motorsport, primarily drag racing and drifting. Another legendary Japanese car from the 90s is the Toyota Crown in the 140 series body, available as both a sedan and hardtop with frameless doors. Under the hood, you'll find the familiar straight-six engines ranging from 2.5 to 3.0 liters, similar to the Mark II. However, unlike the sporty Mark II, the Crown is a full-fledged business-class vehicle with royal-level equipment and all-wheel drive. It was named Car of the Year in Japan in 1996. The Crown is the kind of car people talk about when they say you can pass it down to your grandchildren. The durability of its components has been proven over time, along with the maximum level of comfort. With this vehicle, you can enjoy not only the thrill of driving, but also sitting comfortably in the back seat, as is typical for any business-class car. The main seat in this vehicle is the rear sofa, from where you can control the climate and multimedia systems, as well as adjust the front seats to create more legroom. You can sit back, relax, and stretch your legs. By the way, the rear sofa also has an electric adjustment system and even massage versions. Today, these cars are incredibly popular in the secondary market because, for legendary Japanese cars, being 20 years old is merely considered a break-in period. Another cult Japanese car is the Nissan Skyline in the R33 body. Starting with this model, 4-cylinder engines were no longer installed. Instead, the base engine became the 2.0-liter inline-six RB20. Numerous variations of this model were produced, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, coupes or sedans, manual or automatic transmissions, naturally aspirated or turbocharged engines. Its recognizable body styling hinted at a sporty character from all angles, both front and rear. Its tuning potential attracted people skilled in modifications, allowing endless upgrades. In 1998, a new generation of the Skyline appeared in the R34 body. The external changes were minimal. The new generation was slightly shorter than the previous one, and the front axle was slightly shifted backward. The valve covers were painted in shiny red instead of black, which was used in previous generations. The turbochargers were improved specifically for this vehicle, and a new, stronger 6-speed transmission was designed. Temperature sensors for the intercooler were added, along with an LCD display showing parameters such as turbo boost pressure, oil temperature, coolant temperature, longitudinal and lateral g-forces, and lap times in circuit racing. The suspension was also upgraded, making the car lower and more stable in corners. In February 2002, Nissan released the last model of the R34 GTR series. Subsequent Skyline models did not enjoy the same popularity due to limited tuning potential. They were a completely different type of car. The Mitsubishi Galant of the 8th generation, nicknamed the Japanese BMW due to its aggressive appearance, also earned the nickname Shark for its sporty exterior. The car's character was defined by a 2.5-liter V6 engine, with 2 turbochargers producing 280 horsepower. Starting in 1996, Galants were equipped with direct fuel injection systems, GDI, which initially deterred many buyers due to misconceptions about their complexity and repair costs. However, as time showed, these concerns were unfounded, and many units have been running for over 15 years with their original transmissions. The Galant gained popularity worldwide thanks to its rich interior options and multi-link suspension, which provided excellent handling and comfort, though it required more complex maintenance. The Toyota Supra of the 4th generation is another iconic car, produced until 2002. Traditionally, the Supra was a rear-wheel drive hot coupe based on the Toyota Celica. Under the hood were the legendary naturally aspirated 1JZGE and turbocharged 2JZ-GE engines. These engines are highly customizable, and the most powerful factory version of the Supra had 330 horsepower. Most models came with a 4-speed automatic transmission, though rarer manual versions were available. The automatic transmission was tuned for sporty driving with minimal shift delays, but it featured an RPM limiter for engine and transmission protection. The Supra uses a fully independent double wishbone suspension with a stabilizer bar, contributing to its popularity in motorsport. Although far less common than mass-market models like Corolla, the 4th-generation Supra became the last of its kind under the hood, featuring the same 3.0-liter inline-6 in both naturally aspirated and turbocharged versions, ranging from 220 to 320 horsepower. The body was either a closed coupe or an open top with a removable hardtop. Production ceased in 2002 due to declining interest in sports coupes in the US and stricter environmental regulations in Japan. Nevertheless, thanks to movies like Fast and Furious and games in the Need for Speed series, it continued to attract new fans in real life and remains beloved by street racing enthusiasts for its aggressive design, rapid power, and tunability. The Toyota Celica is another famous Japanese car with a sporty character. Its history began in 1970 and spanned 7 generations, with the 6th and 7th being the most widespread. Available in coupe, hatchback, and convertible body styles, starting in 1993, the model received a new 1.8-liter engine, 7AFE. The GT version had a more powerful 5SFE engine, with a displacement of 2.0 liters, and later, a more potent version for the Japanese market, with the 3SGTE engine producing 255 horsepower. The export version for the US, Australian, European, and British markets was detuned to 239 horsepower. This car, with its unique suspension, was a true sports car participating in various World Rally Championships with impressive results. The 7th generation, starting in 1999, gained a striking appearance and became part of Toyota's Project Genesis, aimed at attracting younger buyers in the US market. Toyota sought to appeal to potential buyers of Acura Integra and Honda Civic by making the car lighter and significantly reducing costs. As a result, the car fell short of its predecessors in technical specifications. AWD versions disappeared and the convertible was discontinued. Only two powertrains remained, the one ZZFE with 143 horsepower and the two ZZGE with 192 horsepower. Nevertheless, only the Japanese manufacturers offered a genuine sports car at such prices, making these vehicles very popular worldwide. In July 2004, Toyota announced the cessation of Celica production and sales in Europe and the US, with sales ending in 2005. Sales in Japan continued until April 2006, with the last Celica rolling off the assembly line on April 20, 2006. Thus ended the 36-year history of the model. This list of legendary Japanese cars could also include the Mazda Roadster MX-5, Honda Civic Type R, Subaru Impreza WRX, and Legacy. But that's a topic for another discussion. Let us know in the comments what else you'd like to add to this list. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Thanks for subscribing, and see you next time.